So apparently, Rotten Tomatoes removed the audience score. This is the underdog, also known as the German Viking, and I wanted to cover this. I actually wanted to get a screenshot of this, but it seems that they removed the actual audience score because people are so fed up with Brie Larson and Captain Marvel that Rotten Tomatoes has, I think this is the precedent from the site to remove audience score completely. I'm gonna use One Angry Gamer as a source because I wanted to cover this myself, but as I don't have the evidence, I think I should rely on someone else to do this reporting. Rotten Tomatoes removes pre-release comments, negative ratings following Captain Marvel blowback. Days after media outlets reported that trolls were review bombing Captain Marvel's Rotten Tomatoes page, which turned out to be fake news, by the way, potential moviegoers began aggressively saying that they weren't interested in seeing the upcoming uh, Marvel film Captain Marvel. This led to the audience score anticipation rating plummeting all the way down to 30%. The last time I saw, it was actually 27%. According to some accounts, Rotten Tomatoes seemingly decided to step in and fix the situation by removing the pre-release audience ratings and the pre-release comments for all movies site-wide. Isn't that interesting? On February 25th, 2019, Rotten Tomatoes made a post titled, "Hello, we're making some changes." It came right after news began to spread about the audience anticipation rating for Captain Marvel had dropped into percentages hovering around the low 30s, high 20s. The last Google web cache of the entry on Rotten Tomatoes puts it at 32%. As of February 25th, 2019, 3:25:24, I think, p.m. Is that where it's from. Before the numbers could shift any further, Rotten Tomatoes removed the negative audience ratings, explaining, as of February 25th, we will no longer show the want to see percentage score for a movie during its pre-release period. Why, you might ask? We found that the want to see percentage score is oftentimes confused with the audience score percentage number. The audience score percentage, for those who haven't been following, is a sorry. A percentage for those who haven't been following is a percentage of all the users who have been rated the movie or TV show positively. That is given its a star rating of 3.5 or higher, and is only shown once the movie or TV show is released. This is true. I mean, that's from the article, but find it. So women are so strong. Women are so strong. Brie Larson is so strong that she can't take, or women can take, being criticized and being downvoted, not being interested in watching a female-led movie. How? So we're gonna pamper women, but not treat them as equals because they can't handle the criticisms. It's soft bigotry of low expectations of women. That's what I am. That's what I am seeing here. If you go to the Captain Marvel page, for instance, you'll see that you can no longer click the not interested button. Now you can only click on the want to see it. Rotten Tomatoes completely removed the not interested option for all upcoming movies. Yeah, I actually went to right before this video and it was completely removed. Now you can only see how many thousands of people are interested in the film, as opposed to how many thousands of people who in total vote their opinion positive or negative. See, NPCs always censor opinions they don't like because it goes against the narrative. What this means is that for films that aren't trending well, you won't be able to see that in the metrics, Rotten Tomatoes any longer, and it'll give off the impression that people are only interested in the film. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, for people who go to Rotten Tomatoes to get their news and see new movies, it's gonna hurt them. You might also notice that with the new update, the option to leave a comment is no longer present either. Rotten Tomatoes addresses this point to writing, what else are we doing? We are disabling the comment function prior to a movie's release date. Unfortunately, we have seen an uptick in a non-constructive input. Yeah, non-constructive, you mean criticism of movies you like. That's basically what you mean there. Sometimes bordering on trolling. Anything today is trolling. Anything that isn't NPC viewpoints is trolling to these people, which we believe is a disservice to our general readership. We have decided that turning off this feature for now is the best course of action. Wow. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't worry though. Fans will still get to have their say. Yeah, of course. Once a movie is released, audience can leave their user rating and comments as they always have. So yeah. Well. Now, this isn't to say that this was a direct response to the Captain Marvel controversy. Of course it was. Where a lot of users voiced negative opinions about the film, many of which spawned from Brie Larson's incendiary comments denigrating white males. But such a major change happening right during the middle of a culture war storm brewing over Captain Marvel definitely looks suspicious. No, it doesn't just look suspicious. There is nothing else going on that site right now, which would lead to this change. It is the only reason. It's completely possible that was always in the works and they just decided to pull the trigger now. There's always a conspiracy. There's also the conspiracy that perhaps Rotten Tomatoes is trying to save face for Disney's big budget blockbuster, which is due out on March 8th, and they wanted to reduce negative feedback from fans projected outward to the rest of the world, minimizing appearances of all negative comments and ratings circulating the film. Of course, even left-leaning outlets like comicbook.com believe that the snap decision was made in the lieu of the Captain Marvel fiasco. Attempting to suppress fan feedback like that doesn't usually work out too well, and it's sometimes one of the contributing factors to the Streisand effect. Exactly. Regardless of the reason for removal of the negative rating system, visitors of Rotten Tomatoes were not happy with the change. Yeah, and it's just amazing. The handling of Captain Marvel. It just shows how much pull Disney has these days. When people were basically bashing on Batman vs Superman, nobody cared. And you have other movies as well that were Alita Battle Angel is the latest one where critics basically just review bashed it, and when it's come to other movies, nobody batted an eye. But when it's a woman, you have to protect women. Not when it's Wonder Woman or Alita Battle Angel or anything like that. No, that's completely okay. But when it comes to Brie Larson, Disney, the entire movie journalistic industry is just a shill network of different sites and outlets that are protecting Disney and giving them positive review for access. That's what I view this as. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.